Oh, yo, Schulte watched his first college football game yesterday.
Yeah, it's almost my first. No, I did watch the championship
national
game.
championship.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I mean, I had to miss the very end, which sucked, but it was a fucking amazing game, and by then it was pretty much wrapped up. It was just like...
But no, it was close up to the end. Like, they had one final drive.
Yeah, and Indiana it's maybe the greatest story I've ever seen in sports.
Yeah, you were breaking this down yesterday. Can you explain why Indiana just became a college football powerhouse?
So,
overnight?
I'm not a massive college football fan. I'm a casual. I'll watch on SportsCenter, and then toward the end of the year, I get interested.
Yeah.
Indiana has never been good in my 41 years on Earth.
Yeah.
They are actually the literal losingest team in Division I football history.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
More losses than anyone in Division 1A or whatever it is. And then all of a sudden, last year they were good. They hired this new coach. And we all kind of thought it was fluky. They lost in the playoff. And then this year they go undefeated. And they're one of the greatest teams of all time. And it is based on this coach. There's one guy, Chuck Cignetti is his name. He came from a school, James Madison University. He won there kind of out of nowhere. And then he brought a lot of those players over. And his method is really interesting because college football, my entire life, has been run by these like blue blood programs. The SEC schools like Georgia, Alabama, Michigan, Ohio State, UT, LSU, whatever. And they have all the big boosters and all the big money and all the fertile grounds of football players are in Texas and Florida and California or whatever. So they just throw money around and nobody can compete. And it's been the same good teams my entire life. What this guy does is he's like, okay, I can't get some 18-year-old 5-star recruit high schooler who's one of the best high school kids in the nation. So I will exploit what's called the transfer portal. So these are older kids who might not be able to play at some of these other schools who are less highly recruited out of high school, but they're grown men. They're 22, 23, 24 years old. He brings them over. And a lot of people are saying that's unfair, but somebody brought up a good counterpoint, which was if all that matters is age, BYU, to bring up the Mormons again, why wouldn't they be the best school every single year?
Because they go away before they go to school for a couple of years.
They go do mission trips for 2-3 years. That's like a thing you do as a Mormon. So it's not just the age. He also has a very interesting practice philosophy. They don't do grueling practices that last hours and hours. We're going to practice correctly, and then we're going to get the fuck out. Everything is done very efficiently.
I like that.
He's also a hard ass in that he won't ever really show emotion or happiness. Like they had a bye week. All the 4 best teams in college had a week off. And then they got to advance straight to the second college football playoff game. 3 teams lost. 1 team won. And it was Indiana. And he was like, I told my team on no uncertain terms that we were not going to have a letdown. He basically just fucking reamed him and was like, we're not doing that. They decimate Alabama, who's one of the greatest college football programs ever. Then the next round they play Oregon, beat the shit out of them. Their quarterback, sweetest kid on earth, Latino kid, 2 Latino parents. Mom has MS. This guy literally is the perfect human being. He is, in the first 2 playoff games, had more touchdowns than incompletions.
Wow. Whoa.
He had 8 touchdowns total and 5 incompletions.
That's great.
Unfucking
That's
believable.
the Mendoza kid, right?
That's that kid Mendoza.
Okay,
And Miles said this, I didn't even know. Whenever they show the parents are always sitting down and celebrating, the dad doesn't stand up because his wife has MS and she can't stand up, so he only celebrates with her sitting down.
Wow.
It's like the sweetest fucking story. This kid won the Heisman. He's going to be the number 1 pick. And he's just like Catholic.
Big Catholic.
It's an interesting point, just to add.
I just can't believe you don't call ice on them. Like, if it's the championship game, if everything is on the line,
That's true.
and we're just arresting American citizens anyway,
That's true.
Why aren't you going after the quarterback
true.
from the opposing team?
That's true.
Yeah, that is good strategy for
I mean,
another
if you're a
coach.
Miami fan, you probably can't call ice.
Ooh,
That's a good point.
You probably compromised.
Cuba's about to be part of America. Don't worry.
Okay, fair enough.
They're coming home.
But dude, the last touchdown he scored was I think they were up. This is also fire. They were up 17-14. Indiana was, and they had the ball at the 10-yard line. It's 4th and 5. They could kick a field goal and go up 20-14. But if Miami scores a touchdown, now they're losing. So the head coach says, "Fuck it, let's go for it." This guy, who's the Heisman Trophy winner, who's going to be the number 1 pick in his last game, just throws his body over the goal line to score a touchdown, gets fucking hit from in front and behind, and he just goes,
Hey,
my
it's like a
teammate,
good time right there.
fast forward, watch this. So he's already got the first down. But look at this.
He can
just fucking
run,
destroyed.
too.
Boom.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
He's not even a good runner, but he just won the game, and he goes, look at this. He's fucking celebrating.
Oh,
his
I
life.
thought she was
Stand up.
dying.
Son,
MS.
she can't
I'm
stand,
sorry,
dude.
I'm sorry.
She has MS. So
When
you're
they
not
cut
fully
to-
wrong, dude.
I know, but
Al.
when they cut to it, she was my bad. That's really my bad. That was like,
There's a moment during the game where they cut to a Bella Danger in the stands. She's a porn star. Do
Okay.
You know who she is?
Okay.
You know Bella Danger?
No.
You don't got to lie.
Probably recognize the face. Probably recognize
Al,
the
you don't
word.
got to lie. Al,
why do you guys?
He doesn't know the average
Why do you guys
person's
want to
name.
know the names of these?
The only. Listen, look at.
who
Listen,
cares to
she's
remember
a
their
big
name?
University of Miami fan. I think she's furthering her education. Okay, that's one way of describing it. But she's very concerned.
By
Her team is
profession.
losing. We don't know what she does for a living.
She might have retired. I
She
don't know.
might have retired, Al.
Oh, if she retired,
Then.
prior.
Yeah, can we see more pictures?
Yeah.
It's kind of cute.
Anyway, point is they cut to her and like you could tell someone in the booth, like some young kid, was like tapping the director because they cut away very fast. Like usually they'll milk a beautiful girl in the crowd
Yeah,
for a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
That cutaway was instantaneous. There was an old director who wasn't up to date with the young porn stars. Locked in, and he was like, "Ooh, we got a beauty that's going through it right now. She's a Miami fan." And there was somebody tapping his knee, like, "You're gonna hear about this one. You're gonna hear." There she is.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen her work.
yeah.
I don't even know how that's like physically possible. The position
Yeah.
she's in right there.
Must be AI.
I mean,
But with all due respect to like,
But that's. Can you go back to that one? Because that would be, with all due respect, as you say, that would be the position to eat it, right?
It's very comfortable, right?
yeah.
Would that be?
It'd be comfortable, yeah. You don't have to like.
That
No
would be to eat
hesitation,
it.
dude. Yeah, no hesitation.
Right?
I'm
Yeah.
hungry. I'm gaining weight for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm a hungry boy.
you could have a walking desk and make that work. That's fire. But I think like, what? You never got one of those?
Like the treadmill thing.
That's fire. It's fully standing. But if you're going to be putting women on from Miami, there's a decent chance one of them has a link tree.
What are you trying to say?
A link tree.
There's a lot of link trees in
What are
Miami.
you trying to say about Miami women?
funny.
I've been to Miami and there's a lot of link trees
Listen,
in Miami.
Listen, there is a guy who's running for governor, I think. He's got John Fishback, I think that's his name. And he is
Oh, he wants the
proposing a
tax.
sin tax.
Yeah.
50% for OnlyFans models.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
Florida?
Yeah.
In Florida.
Wow.
Yeah, that if you are if you got a link tree in Florida, you got to pay 50%.